have you watched or have you seen the new chapters recently?
I have not. I'm not caught up. I'm not
Okay,
caught up
okay,
on Berserk at all. So I'll let
okay.
you.
So yeah, I'm not. I'll tell you without giving spoilers away. So if you guys are currently watching or reading Berserk and you're not caught up, don't be afraid. I'm not going to spoil what happens in the newer chapters. Okay, so one, let's get the elephant out the room. It's obviously not made by Kentaro. It's you can definitely tell that it's the staff's art style. So I will say this: what's alarming me is the pacing. So, and what I mean by that is, if you were to look at Kentaro's last chapter, and you look at these recent chapters, there is such a drastic change in pacing, and it gets to the point where I'm like, hmm. I mean, yeah, it makes sense that what happens in the recent chapters, well, the new chapters happened, but it's just so. It kind of feels like Attack on Titan pacing of
Super
like the first.
fast.
Yeah, it gets really really fucking fast to the point where I'm like, okay, I think we need to calm down a bit. Like I get it, this happened, but I don't think we should, rush this,
Yeah. And
So
how many chapters are there left? Like, how many chapters are they going to do before capping it off?
from what I heard, the island that they're on, don't take my word for it. I need to, actually reread the fucking. I actually have to read Berserk as a whole. I just need to sit down and do that. I just, wanted to see what was going on. To be honest, so from what I heard, there's going to be tidbits of what's going to be happening down in the plot, but it's really hard to say how it's going to end in the next coming chapters.
Hmm.
So it's really hard to say it of how it's going to end. But what I know is that I think to me, I feel like the ending is going to rub hardcore fans the wrong way. Because here's the thing: people were arguing that the quote unquote ending that they got with the last chapter that Kentaro made wasn't an ending. And I'm with the people that said, yeah, this is not the ending of Berserk. Okay. But from what I heard, the staff are more worried about replicating Kentaro's style instead of, actually focusing on the pacing. Because there are things. So it's kind of interesting,
Wait,
but also,
I think you're glitching out right there.
really?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
Am I
didn't
still
hear you at
glitching
all
out
in the last minute.
minute.
the last minute? Holy shit.
I mean, for
Okay.
me, it was only like the last couple of sentences.
Mm. I will say this: my fucking Wi-Fi has been acting a bit shoddy before recording.
Hmm.
All right, so can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, so where, what sentence could you understand me before I started glitching out?
Uh, the pacing, like
Oh,
emulating his style, but like not focusing on the pacing.
yeah, I can definitely tell that the staff were worried about more of Kentaro's style, which is, yeah, Kentaro had an amazing art style, let's be honest here, but he also really, another, common trait was that he was really good at, pacing the story of Berserk. So where I'm seeing that yeah, they are good, they do have a good, they are good at, replicating his style, but they're really lacking with replicating his pacing.
Yeah. Like it looks like it would be from him, but internally it's
Yeah,
not the way he would have done it.
yeah, like I said before, if you were to take a look at the first page, you can instantly tell that it's not Kintaro. So to recap what I said before glitching out, it's going to be quite interesting to see how the story develops, but it's also going to be worrisome at the exact same time.
Now, do you think that was done on purpose? Do you think the goal here was, look, we're not Kentaro, we never will be, so you better get used to it now?
Okay, it,
It was like ripping the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, but it's still Kintaro's story. Like it's really that statement is in and of itself is kind of arrogant, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it
you're
depends on your point of view. Like I'm just simply throwing it out to keep the conversation going, but um, because
well,
I don't have enough emotional investment in Berserk to actually understand the nuance between Kintaro's own words and how other people are trying to implement his words.
well, I'm going on it, the storytelling fundamentals. Pacing is extremely important when it comes to storytelling. And that's where, like I said before, that's where I'm really worried because uh, of what the team's focus is. So, uh, pretty much the next chapters can make or break fucking Berserk as a whole.
I'm sure I'm gonna hear about it if it breaks.
It
I
seems
just
like it's
don't
going to
read
be
manga.
highly
I don't.
likely.
Well, what's the
I'll wait for the movie to
percentage?
come out.
What's the percentage of breaks?
If you want my opinion, it's hindsight is going to be 20/20 or 50/50
Hmm.
because there are plot points that I've seen have been pointed out, but it's just I'm kind of getting like, that Isayama vibe of like the ending's going to be disappointing. So it's going to be that question: should have the team left Berserk unfinished? And I think that's going to be a question or a conversation that we're probably going to have in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. It all depends on how it ends, really.
It really depends on how it ends. Like the payoff needs to be on point for the Berserk as a whole to have a satisfying conclusion. So in the coming months, I think the next chapter is going to be released this month, July, I think. So we'll see what's going to happen in the coming days. I mean, yeah, in the coming days, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be released on the 12th or something like that. It's around there. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it. I generally believe that also hardcore fans should keep an eye on this because, like I said before, make or break, and the question that that's probably going to be a massive topic for the coming years of Berserk. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Like I said before, you can't have shit in 2020 or the 20s, like at all.
All right. Berserk. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this plays out.
It is.